4 a game. A tremendous confrontation here between Ponting and Ian Chappell.
The Adelaide Oval, the most picturesque cricket ground in the world. I grew up here. In 1962 I made my debut as an 18-year-old, and then 18 years later I retired in the summer of 1980. I'm not a sentimentalist, and for all the talk about the background beauty, for a player, the Oval is about a great fielding surface and a true pitch. Those short boundaries on either side, they're a prayer answered for any player who likes to pound the pickets with powerful pull shots.
Sweeps, bang!
There is nobody better at that stroke on the planet.
The Adelaide Oval is also about tradition. The opportunity to change in the same dressing rooms where my grandfather Victor Richardson donned his creams. It's also about famous names like Bradman and Grimmett. On Sunday morning, the bells of St Peter's Cathedral will ring out loudly, and we already know that if they don't improve on their bowling at the Gabba, it'll be England for whom the bells toll.
Victory to the Australians by 8 wickets.
He's done it!
He's done it.
Ponting! The last ball, can you believe that?
There it is. Wonderful victory, wonderful innings. There goes Michael Hussey. Pressure of the crowd.
It's the Adelaide Oval on December 5, 2006, the second test of the 3 Mobile Ashes series. This test match will be remembered as one of the greatest victories by an Australian team in the modern era. It was 5 days of enthralling test cricket. At no stage was either team entitled to thoughts of victory. Today, we relive those 5 wonderful days in Adelaide. Ricky Ponting and Shane Warne saying it's their greatest victory today. And Richie, you captained, you played in some pretty special test matches yourself. How did you rate this one?
Well, in Ashes battles, it's right up there with anything I've been part of as either a player or a commentator. Headingley 1981, Melbourne 1982-3, Lords 1972, Edgbaston only last year, 2005, and from a selfish point of view, Old Trafford 1961. But none of those were better than Adelaide 2006.
Let's have a look at the sides that took part. Australia, unchanged. And the same for England, Richie.
Yes, although I think there's a good case to be made for Monty Panesar getting a game in Adelaide, particularly the way the pitch looked when we had a look at it, dry, perhaps a little more dry than usual, and they decided, though, still to go in with the same side.
Well, as always in Adelaide, the toss crucial to
Heads is
win.
the call.
England got those honours. Freddie Flintoff very quickly saying, we'll have a bat. As Strauss and Cook walked onto the Adelaide Oval to much anticipation, the Barmy Army went ballistic, knowing that the openers needed to get off to a good start. As we take up action, it's Brett Lee bowling to Andrew Strauss.
It's almost a Harmison, very wide. Just pushed through there. 148 k's quite sharp. The 2 men out for the hook shot. Small boundaries here in Adelaide. There's one at fine leg. And one there, this is man at square, which is a danger one, where he doesn't quite get hold of that pull shot.
Waiting there.
That's better from Lee. Just a tick up at under 150 kilometres an hour. There's no doubt he'll just take this over to find his feet, but he never takes long to find his pace. He started the Gabba Test match with a pace right up around 150 kilometres an hour. In the back of Strauss's mind, he's thinking, which one is the short delivery? Yes, there might be shortish boundaries, but I'm going to try and put the pull shot away. I'm sure he's telling himself, I'm not going to play the pull shot, particularly against Brett Lee, but when it's instinct, often when you say don't, it happens.
Waiting there.
For our millions of viewers around the world, This is a traditional cricket ground. There's 2 scoreboards, one modern, where you can see the picture on the side of the old-fashioned one. And that old-fashioned one is the type that used to be on every cricket ground in Australia. At
the toss, the Barmy Army went wild, and rightly so. Very important toss to win. It's 1 all after 2, according to them.
Well, they didn't have much to cheer about at the Gabba, so that's a positive start. And it was, we kept coming back to the toss and the importance for Australia that they won it, but here they can set the pace.
Oh, through the gap, thick edge, races away from the boundary, pushed hard at that delivery, well bowled by Brett Lee. Just as you give him Cook a wrap, he's easily gone. It's a gully or slip, but it races away for a boundary, much needed. He's only 21 years of age. In the air, catchable, safe.
That's a good shot. Nicely played, just a little bit shorter than normal on that occasion. Appropriately dealt with by Cook.
Glorious day here in Adelaide, and an unsurprisingly circumspect start from England. Such a huge thing for this England side to win the toss. There is a feeling that they can only beat Australia if they bat first. That was certainly the case even in England, never mind over here. That's out. That is the end of Andrew Strauss. Perseverance working for the Australians, and it's Stuart Clark who's having a golden patch. Damien Martin the catch from mid-on. Strauss can barely believe it. Andrew Strauss gone for 14, caught Damien Martin, bowled by Stuart Clark. He's been out there for an hour. England 1 for 32. That's good stuff from Ian Bell. He's up and running, as is Richie Benaud.
I thought when I saw that dismissal that it may well have been a slower ball from Stuart Clark, but in fact it was fractionally quicker than the others. May just have been that the batsman misjudged it, didn't get over the top of it properly. The result was in the air, and a good catch, good anticipation by Damien Martin. Moved quickly, had to dive, but still did it very, very well.
Oh, yes! Stuart Clark, you're a beauty. What a job you're doing for your captain too.
Superb length to go with those subtle variations we talked about. That one, after bowling a number of in-swingers, I'm not sure if it swung away or was just pushed across Alistair Cook, but it brought him into the drive. Cook flicked at it. It's not quite there. It's not quite drivable length. A nice healthy edge and a simple catch for Gilchrist. Clark has now got 2 wickets. He's got 2 for 5 from 5 overs. England now 2 for 45.
As Paul Collingwood takes guard. Excellent innings from Collingwood up in Brisbane. What's he got for us today? A nice confident start from Paul Collingwood. Well, it might be a flat pitch, but it's Australia who are having the best time on it. It's 2 for 47 for England.
Oh, he's done him again. That's a perfect leg break. Drew him forward, spun, bounced. I think he'll have to come down the track to him. If he stays at home, he's going to do him.
Come down the track. When you've played and keep playing and missing, you can see what's going through his mind, can't you? I'd love to go down the track, but just in case, if it spins, he misses it, then he's definitely gone. And into the gap, and down to the boundary for 4. So it's taken a while, and it deserved the treatment it got. It was a loose delivery. That's what they've been waiting for. Well, that's four. That's four straight away, just off line slightly. This is the little problem. Should I say it's the difference between Brett Lee and the likes of Stuart Clark and, of course, Glenn McGrath. He charges in bowls very fast, and a delivery like that, all you've got to do is get a little bit of bat on it, and it goes whistling away.
Good session for the Aussies to afford this. You know, a very fast, maybe short-pitched at times, but maybe expensive little stint by Brett Lee here in the hope of a wicket or two, and then put the clamps back on.
Oh, that's a bit lucky. Inside edge and down to the boundary again for 4. That's 10 off the over. It's 2 for 83.
Nice placement. Just waited a touch longer. And there's the intent from Paul Collingwood. Yeah, really good. Back cut off a quick bowler. You're allowing the pace of the ball to do a lot of the work. Collingwood looks a nice touch.
And that brings up the 50-run stand between these two batsmen. Collingwood 30 now, and a little bit of momentum. Clever batting, because he's willing to pounce. There's the width. Threads it through.
I think that's what makes him such an effective player, Paul Collingwood. The fact that his priority is runs scored. Not worried about what he looks like, just the number that goes next to his name.
England desperate for a big first innings score. They made 350 odd last time and lost comfortably when they were here. 40 maybe, batting first, and lost the game.
Look, it's one of the problems playing against Australia, because they can score so quickly. You can get that sort of first innings total and still get rolled comfortably. That's one thing you do have to do against Shane Warne, is score on the onside as the 100 comes up.
This is a vital partnership for England. They've recovered from 2 for 45. And at a big 100 from either Collingwood or Bell here to get them away to a fire in this second test match. It's nicely played. Shouldn't make the ropes, a boundary. It's playing well. 4 boundaries, just a fraction short, put away beautifully.
Like Collingwood's such a good player. Doesn't look as flashy as some batsmen you'll see, but when anything's loose, might be a bit over-pitched or short and bouncing a bit outside of stump, puts it away all the time.
Well, there's this short delivery, and that's the one. Could so easily have gone to second slip. It's gone flying away off the outside edge.
One shy of a half century now, Bell. And nicely played. 2 for 138.
Got that one away nicely. They'll be thinking about 2 here. Back comes Collingwood. And now they're both on 49.
Good running on that occasion. We've seen a couple of mix-ups in this partnership, and it was all about them not running the first quickly. But strong commitment. You had Brett Lee tearing around. Can Collingwood bring up this half century?
That's his half century. A backs to the wall half century. And of course that follows his innings in Brisbane, where he made 96, so he's certainly doing his stuff for England.
Well, here's the one that got this partnership going. As we talked about, they came out from lunch 9 and 8, and then he went to 20. Bell was still on 9. They've switched around a bit now. They've scored the same amount of runs in this session. They've mixed it up. Here's his chance for 50.
Oh! There he goes. That's his half century as well. And the Barmy Army are enjoying this. A couple of English Bulldogs battling their way to half centuries, trying to make sure England get a good start.
Brett Lee's bowling with a very strong breeze coming across his shoulder. He really has to be quick in this session. No wicket for 49 or 14. It's the one super to go in. 3 men from square leg around to mid-on the onside for Bell. Slower ball and he picks it away. And that'll go for 4. Ricky Ponting wouldn't be too pleased with that when we look at that onside field. He's made a change. He's got a short mid-wicket, short square leg and a mid-on and a deep fine leg square.
Misplaced slower one. Well picked, Bill.
It's gone. He should be out. He is out. He's gone. Must they muck it up? No, they don't. So Lee responds in the best way. Gets the wicket off a bouncer. That's a big wicket for Brett Lee and for Australia.
He got too pumped, Ian Bell. Far too pumped. He took it to Brett Lee straight after tee. He thought he was winning the battle. 2 men were back. Lee came in. He literally telegraphed it. I'm going to bounce your son and you're going to hit it straight up in the air. Look at it. Far too late on it. Never had it covered. Brett Lee, you're a star just. Langer wanted part of the photo. He can be in it. He didn't have a lot to do with it. Well bowled, Brett Lee. Bell's gone for 60. England 3 for 158.
Kevin Peterson, the main striker in the England batting lineup, comes to the crease at a good time. 3 for 158. But Brett Lee picked him up at the Gabba. And he was 94, not out overnight in the first over, the final day. That was a big wicket for Brett Lee. He's been struggling. And not great batting by Ian Bell, who made a well-made 60 in the end with 6 fours. Very strong onside field for Peterson, the man that catches in position, short mid-wicket. Forward square leg, in comes Lee. Full pitch, well played. Good pace, 155.2, that's sharp.
And in the end, a simple catch taken safely by Brett Lee, but a collision almost again. Langer's coming in from the right. Brett Lee's got it, and in the end he takes the mark, but could have been nasty.
Well, Brett Lee called mine. You can see clearly mine, he yells it. In comes Justin Langer. He's called mine. And you can see in the end, Brett Lee not all that happy. End of Bell for 60. Oh, he's gone for it. He's played it beautifully. He's pulled him through mid-on. Great way to start for Peterson. An interesting over from Lee, a wicket and plenty of boundaries. It's all happening. The Adelaide Oval, 3 for 162.
$30,000 here today. Tremendous atmosphere for day one, and they're seeing some fantastic cricket. It's hard fought at the moment.
Well, it's a day for the purists. It's a day of hard-fought, old-fashioned Test match cricket. Australia have bowled very well, particularly Shane Warne and Stuart Clark, though Lee and McGrath have had excellent spells at separate times this afternoon. And England have shown some grit. I think really quite humiliated by what happened in Brisbane, and at least showing that they can knuckle down and hang on in there. They're desperate to make something of winning this toss too. So one shouldn't be too critical of them for that approach. That's Peterson. He's got so much talent. So much talent. The long boundaries are long at the Adelaide Oval.
And not long enough, though, for a well-struck Peterson straight. He was coming down to go straight, I think, and then at the last moment, these wrists just opened with the spin a little bit. How he got it there, I'm not sure, but what a strike.
He's cut that one nice and hard, and that's for jumping all over Warne, short outside off stump, Peterson right over the top of it, and it whistled away. second 50 partnership of the innings. And again, this one will be cut off. No, it won't. Again, almost exactly the same spot. Warren may be starting to get a little tired.
Now, if Warren is on song, this should be the top spinner in exactly the same position as that. Not spinning away, but zipping through to Gilchrist.
Oh, yeah. Great shot through cover. There's a sweep on defence. It's Brett Lee. I'm happy with 2. That's the over bowl. 54. Kevin Peterson. Cooper player. 3 from 2, 3-8. Warren versus Collingwood. Oh, and he's gone bang. Beautifully played. He's played Warren off the back foot better than any other Englishman for a long time. Get him back, give himself some room. That was a fine shot.
He's picked up the length of Shane Warne very well today. He's working through mid-wicket off the both the front and the back foot. Particularly well. This time he's worked out that short, that's going.
Gone again. Beauty over mid-wicket. 2 crashing fours by Collingwood. Getting onto the back foot. He goes into the 90s. Well played, Paul Collingwood.
At the end of day 1, England were 3 for 266, and Richie was Test cricket for the purist, really, given the run rate was of Test cricket of old.
Around about 3 and over, which is almost unheard of these days, where quite often they get out there and smash it around as though it's a one-day game. But not here. This was tough going.
One thing that came through from the outset was the Adelaide Oval was a very good batting pitch.
Yeah, it always is. People said it was slower and less bouncy than usual, but I didn't see much difference in it when compared with other years.
A distinct change in the run rate, though, when Kevin Peterson came on the scene. He really is a star.
What a good player, and extraordinary. I mean, a star, he knows he's a star. And I thought he played quite beautifully and handled Shane Warne very, very well.
Well, there was a huge 6 he hit over mid-off, off that great leg spinner of ours. Did that make you cringe in the commentary box?
No, I've had plenty of people do that to me at the Adelaide Oval over the years, into the same spot as well.
Day 2, unseasonal weather in Adelaide, a little cool and windy, again to a packed house. But Richie, Paul Collingwood, 98 not out overnight. Did he sleep?
Oh, he'll have slept all right. I've seen a lot of Collingwood in English cricket. He's a fighter, he's a good player, and he thoroughly deserves a century.
Well, let's get to the action. He's facing Brett Lee, and it's the second over of the day.
There it is. That'll be 100. That's well played. He found the gap wide in the graph. That's a superb 100 for Collingwood and for England.
Be a bit of relief there as well as the joy for Paul Collingwood. But 100 against Australia, I can imagine that's what every English batsman wants to have against his name.
Particularly when the one down in the series. 96 at the Gabba, 100 here. Needs to go on now, and so does his partner at the other end. Change in the field. There's a man at mid-wicket in a catching position for Kevin Peterson. Says umpire Steve Buckner. There was a noise. Where it hit was at the back pad. There certainly was a noise.
A bit of shape from Brett Lee. That was that little bit of swing we talked about from his first over. It certainly went away from the right-hander, and Brett Lee, Australians all behind the stumps, very confident. Steve Buckner heard nothing.
Brett Lee might have a charge to answer as well. He was way down there about to congratulate the keeper on the catch. So ball passing the outside edge. Get the bat coming down. Might just have clipped the pad at some point.
Oh, he's hit that on the up through the offside. He's played a great pull shot last over, and that one on the up through the covers like a rocket.
The Barmy Army are loving what they're seeing. Peterson, he was the big wicket, still is the big wicket to get, but look at the form he's in on the up. Len McGrath, you're going to have to bowl a little bit quicker than that. That's what Peterson's thinking. That is arrogance of grand style.
He's had a go at that one, didn't quite get that in the middle, but there's a short boundary down there, and that's gone for 4 as well. Third 4 of the over. You don't often see this happen to Glenn McGrath. There'll be some chances going on down there.
127 Ks. .300 up. What a good shot again.
This is rare form we're witnessing. And for all the Australian supporters, yes, this man is English, but you've got to love what he's doing.
Just wonder if Peterson's inherited a mantle from Sachin Tendulkar and Brian Lara. The Warne versus Lara or Warne versus Tendulkar was the most gripping contest probably in the game. Now maybe Warne versus Peterson is the most gripping contest in the game. Rare talents head to head.
That's a lovely shot. I thought he was looking for a single when he used his feet. And he got there so comfortably. He hit it for 4.
Michael Slater demonstrated this morning. Warne wants him swiping across the line into the gap at mid-wicket, but Peterson readjusts his balance, gets his footwork out towards the pitch of the ball and leans on it down the ground.
I reckon that is the equal best stroke he's played. That is perfect and clever.
And again, Australia drag it out. McGrath's come all the way up from fine leg. He got down there and realised there was already someone down there. So he's away with the fairies. He comes up to mid-on. Stuart Clark's taking his time. Ricky Ponting's had a consultation with him. Tight ring field, looking to protect the one.
Go for it. And that's well run. And that is an excellent 100. Sat in the change rooms for a long time yesterday, waiting for an opportunity to bat on this strip. Come out playing his shots and played them brilliantly. 92 at the Gabba and a brilliant 100 here at the Adelaide Oval.
He's hit that in the hair and it's going all the way, is it? I think it's going to go for 6. That's a magnificent shot. Well, there are 2 fieldsmen back there, and he's decided to go all the way, and he's succeeded.
Well, I guess the fact that he's past 100, Paul Collingwood has decided that he needs a bit more aggression. England need a bit more aggression, and that he can afford to take a few more risks, because he made no attempt to hit that one down, whereas earlier in his innings he was definitely trying to get the ball to ground.
Yes, I didn't quite get there. I thought that it just carried the boundary. Oh, and another beautiful shot through the covers this time. Well, now Collingwood's starting to turn it on. Lovely cover drive.
Yeah, it's a good surge to lunch for Collingwood and England as they move to 337. And Collingwood's been a little quiet since bringing up his 100 earlier today. He hasn't had that momentum of yesterday. 266 deliveries he's been out there for, and now back-to-back 4s.
Well, he probably realises he's got to do something to help Peterson, because Warne is bowling around the wicket to Peterson, trying to negate him. So Collingwood has probably said to himself, I've got to pick things up here.
Oh, it was in the air, but it's going to race away for 4. Good line from McGrath, but just the one slip and a go in. 350 comes up. And this is a wonderful partnership for England. It goes to 195. They've got the Australians on the back foot for the first time in the series. big partnership, both batsmen 100, and a good batting pitch the second day. Track nicely, back with a point. Outfielded, just two. Hussey, bring it outfielder. Good athlete. 200 partnership, that's great for England. Down 1-0 in the series. They were 2 for 54, 3 for 158. Great moment for this very good pair at the crease at the moment. Different styles, Collingwood and Peterson. Great concentration from both.
More McGrath. And more Kevin Peterson. A blistering strike down the ground.
Oh, my favourite player. Wow. Not only has he changed the mind process, the thought process, I should say, of Shane Warne, he's tormenting the hell out of this gentleman too, Glenn McGrath. First look was of fear that it may be coming back at a rapid rate of knots. In the end, it was safety, but it was still a beautiful shot for four.
What a wonderful stroke, nicely timed. Found the gap between mid-on and mid-wicket. Pick up three, well run. Collingwood, Paul Collingwood. The tradesman pushing towards 200 at the Adelaide Oval, the highest score ever by an Englishman against the best side in the world, despite the fact that England hold the Ashes. This has been a wonderful knock. And a record partnership, fourth wicket as well.
You know it's tough going when this Australian cricket team runs out of answers. And that was a massive partnership, Hussain and Thorpe, that has just been surpassed. The frustrations for the Aussies are clear.
3 for 449. .199, a hush around the ground. Barmy Army on the edge of their seats. Cameras are out. Wonderful, wonderful, straight down the ground, it's gone. Paul Collingwood goes to 200 with a great shot. Good use of the foot, overall and it goes. Stand up England, a wonderful innings. Peterson's gone for 206. The end of a wonderful innings, a great partnership, and well bowled. Collingwood's gone.
Right, so Andrew Flintoff is out there now with Kevin Peterson. These are the two most aggressive players in the side. Flintoff capable of really getting stuck in as well. So he's had a long way, doesn't he? A 310-run partnership. Now, did he get a bit of bat on that? He's raised his bat, and so that's 150 for Peterson. And there was a lot of hugging when Collingwood was out there. Flintoff wandering down his end. Flintoff settles for a shake of the hand. He hasn't quite hit that, and just wide. Certainly not going to get to the boundary. been a little lucky on one or two of these miss hits. Nothing's gone to hand.
Well, at least he was looking to hit straight, not quite timing it. Rather tired Brett Lee there at mid-on, struggling across to try and get to that ball.
Oh, this will be out. Oh, he's got him. He's out, run out. 3 times on 158. Ponting coming across, and as he does so often, hits the stumps. And boy, if you hit the stumps in a close call, there's always a chance of a run out. Let's have a look.
Ponting it was. The last man you want to try and take a quick single to. One stump, bang. Brilliant effort by Ponting. You think of the time that the Australians have been in the field, and he was able to execute it perfectly, that run out. But all the applause for the innings, electrifying innings of Peterson, 158. It's 5 for 489.
Well, England are now 5 wickets down. The new batsman is Geraint Jones. 33 matches, a batting average of 25. He's made 1,161 runs, as you can see there in Test match cricket. And the good news from the Australian point of view is that both Peterson and Collingwood are now back in the pavilion, and they've got 2 batsmen out there who haven't made too many runs. So Flintoff on 9, joined by Geraint Jones. Here it is again, bad run this.
It wasn't a smart run because Ponting was running towards the stump, so the throw was never going to be a very long one. It was just a matter of accuracy. So Ponting hits pretty regularly, and he came up with one when Australia really needed it. So it's 3 158s now for Kevin Peterson.
Yes, he's quite incredible, Ponting. He actually came across there very quickly. He moved fast to get to that ball. He was obviously ready for the run out, on his toes. Oh, and he's beaten a bat straight away. Well, here's an opportunity for Shane Warne. A couple of new batsmen in there with the tail to come.
Exactly right, Tony. Things change now for Shane Warne, and certainly for England.
Got him! The wrong one it was again. Nice fight. Went to drive it square, got an edge, straight to backward point. Well bowled, Shane Warne. Threw it up into the breeze. Nice work.
He kept at it. He's in his 47th over. Those legs will be very weary for Shane Warne, but a bright light towards the end. He's kept tossing it up. The length beat him. Beaten in flight. Spin was there as well. Easy catch in the end. England, they lose their 6th wicket. Jones is gone, 491 on the board.
6 for 491. Ashley Giles comes to the crease, an average of 20. Warne picks up the wicket. Well bowled, bounce and spun. Jones trying to drive square.
Very good ball to a wicketkeeper. The big wide sucker ball. Draw them into the shot. He knows England want to play some shots, get this total going, and Jones only found the outside edge to Martin.
Ashley finds a gap, brings up the 500 for 6. Big effort by England. Bowled out for 153 at the Gabba. Good comeback.
They needed it. They needed to win the toss. They did that. They needed then to post 500. Done that well. 6 down. Double century to Collingwood. Peterson 158. Bell 60. Top order starting to fire. Need some form now from Strouth and Cook. Head to Perth with their top 6 in excellent nick.
What a bit of timing by Ashley Giles. Seemed to do nothing more than punch it.
And that's the great problem that Brett Lee has. Good delivery the previous one, worried Giles, and that just a bit of extra pace helps the ball come onto the bat. And Giles just uses that pace, finds the middle of the bat, and away it goes. Goes for a lot of boundaries, does Brett Lee, and that's what hurts his bowling figures.
Freddie, you have gone all the way.
He outcaught him, didn't he? He had the left side with the previous ball and didn't score off at that time. He went the other way. Cross in front of his stumps. McGrath went towards the stumps and Flintoff just helped it on its way up into the crowd. Lovely piece of timing. Probably not quite out of the middle. I reckon if he gets one out of the middle, it'll be over those stands.
Nicely struck. Wang doesn't make it. 550 up, and he declares, "Well done, Delorry. You've got Tony Grigg covered any time you like."
I'll come in and pat you on the back too, Bill. Great declaration.
So England declared after nearly 2 days at the crease, giving the Australian openers a tricky 9 overs to endure before stumps on day 2. England got the breakthrough they were after in the second over.
Got him, big wicket, beautifully bowled the skipper. Right on line, he dug it in short, laying a play, went to the gully, good catch, great start England.
Yes, he was caught in the gully by Peterson off the bowling of Flintoff. And Richie, that one really bounced.
Yeah, they said there was no bounce in the pitch and it was very slow, but that's precisely what they wanted. One that cramped Justin Langer for room, and Peterson took a very good catch away to his right-hand side. And that's not usual for Peterson because at the start of his career, he put just about everything down against Australia.
He certainly did. So at the end of day 2, Australia are 1 for 28 in reply to England's 6 for 551. Well over 500 runs behind, but the stars of the day, without a doubt, Richie, Collingwood and Peterson.
They did very well. Collingwood is a talented player. Peterson is a dasher. And they took it to the Australians, McGrath and Warne. They've never been thrashed like that before in a test match against anyone. And here we are in Adelaide in the second test match of the series, and they really carried it to them.
That was day 2. Now let's get to day 3 with another packed house at the Adelaide Oval.
Oh, past the edge, half shout.
I thought for a moment it had found the edge and might just have dropped a bit short of Geraint Jones.
I think he smashed his boot. His front pad, certainly not a lot of air in that ball. Didn't bounce through that well. 126 k's an hour, Hoggard's first ball. He'll be looking to beef that up another 5 or 10. Outside edge, almost.
Out, big edge. Jones has got the catch, and England have their wicket.
That was beautiful bowling. He's been curving the ball into Hayden, and that one went away. Hayden was dragged into the stroke. Couldn't stop himself from playing at the ball. There's no real aggressive stroke about it. Lovely piece of bowling.
Front foot planted, and the off cutter does the trick. 2 for 35, Australia.
That's a lovely shot from Ponting. Just using the pace of Flintoff, and the timing's there to take it to the boundary. Oh, that's a crunch of a shot. I mentioned that Damien Martin likes to play square of the wicket, but it's generally with the cut and the flick off the pads. On that occasion, that's a genuine pull shot right out of the middle.
Oh, soft hands, nice placement, good timing.
It's very good test match cricket at the moment. We've got bowlers bowling well. They've got fields set specifically for batsmen. Runs aren't coming easily, but as you expect, with a slower ball bowled there from Hoggard, as you expect with really good batsmen facing good bowling, if something loose does come along, they're picking it off. This is what you expect from Test cricket, a real contest between bat and ball.
Got him! Beautiful cricket, England! Drew him into the shot. Superb bowling, just a shape of outswing and a fine catch. And all of a sudden it's 3 for 65.
That was a very, very good catch. It went quickly and it went low. But this is a reward for persistent bowling from Hoggard. Perhaps just a hint of movement. The way that Damien Martin played that suggests that the ball might have just moved a bit late on him. Excellent catch from Ian Bell, and we've seen a very, very good first hour from England. Australia 3 for 65.
Oh, and just wide. Bat for sure, didn't carry to the keeper, and it's gone to the boundary for 4. 11 runs from the over. 3 for 78. Oh, and a short delivery. This is out. Oh, he's dropped it. Oh, no. Cannot believe it. He had all the time in the world. Giles is down there. And oh, that looked out for all money. Ponting, I've just been saying what a great hooker and puller he is. Straight down Giles's throat. Oh dear, this could be expensive.
You're not wrong. Ponting nailed it. And it was just that it's the shortish boundaries here sideways. Just watch Giles. He looks a little lazy under it. Maybe he could backpedal a bit more. Oh, it was a tough catch. You had to make ground, but you should take them. That had to be taken. Huge miss for England.
Oh, big shout. He gets across. Oh, that's got to be close. Ponting falls across, maybe just outside off stump. That's how they picked him up at the Gabba. Big shout. Umpire Rudy Kurtzen said no.
Oh, this is horribly close. He might think it's angling down the leg side, Rudy Kurtzen. Whoa.
Bit of swing there. I think he's got it right. I think it's just gone too far for mine. Certainly a little bit of in-swing there, though.
That one close enough to be out. The umpire's standing. It's either a great decision or the bowler's unlucky. Let's have a look here. Pitches it, jags back, taking middle leg.
No, I disagree with you, Bill. That's a good decision.
Half a chance. Could be overthrows. Is overthrows. Could be a 5. No, Giles will get it. You have to throw. The over bowled. It's 3 for 97. Wow, here's a let off. A let off here for Ricky Ponting. On the back foot he goes. In comes Peterson. He's got him. Collingwood, in fact, and he misses. Look at the man there. He knows he was well gone. There's his 50. That'll be 4. Just a fraction too short. Beautifully played full shot all the way along the carpet. Once again, Ricky Ponting scoring freely under pressure.
He is the man so desperate to recover the Ashes. There had to be an Australian captain that would let him go. It was Ponting. Now he wants them back, and that's why he's fighting like a terrier.
It's time. He threw cover. 4 more. That's a glorious stroke. The best of the morning. Anderson pitching up. 2 full. Ponting gets onto the front foot beautifully.
And what footwork. 2 balls in a row, we see the range of Ponting. Back foot, front foot, leg side, offside. It's a super stride into the ball.
Oh, he's hit that one, and that's beautifully struck. And it's gone all the way, straight into the crowd. Well, Hussey showing how it should be done when it comes to pulling the ball over the square leg boundary. Have another look at it.
Well, he needs to follow this up, Harmison, with another one a bit quicker and go for a little bit more height, because you just never know here at the Adelaide Oval whether it'll climb or whether it'll stay down a little bit. Worth another one immediately.
Good shot, beats mid on, it'll go all the way. Nicely timed, that's Michael Hussey's best. Good use of the feet, they'll run for, if it doesn't go, yes it goes. He'll love it. Great shot, that's 4, right off the meat of the bat. Hussey at his best.
Well, I think you've seen one of the reasons why Giles is inside out here, and that's his batting. In general, lower order, all-round capability. Now, that was a beautiful change of mind shot. Ashley Giles, for a moment, would have thought he'd beaten Ponting in the flight there. Ponting might even have thought so.
That is very fine batting. You need a good eye and great hands to play that stroke off the stumps behind square, avoiding the fielder. It makes it a 100 partnership between this pair. They had a marvellous partnership up at the Gabba. They're doing it again very well for the Australians.
It's a sight we'll see a lot of in future years. Hussey-Ponting combination.
Ricky Ponting on 97. Oh, does he get on bat on it? Does he go for 4? I think it will be it. 2. Hussey looking? No, 99.
Hussey was ready to do it for him, but Ponting wasn't about to take a chance. Hussey was back, and he was a couple of metres down the pitch. Ponting not quite as quick as Hussey, and he wasn't prepared to take a chance on 99. Quite right.
There it is. Wonderful effort. 33 Test hundreds. A record for an Australian batsman. 7 in 2006, Tony. A record. 13th as captain. What a performance.
There's a great performance, of that there is no doubt. His teammates are on their feet. Ricky Ponting has come out here. He's been dropped once in this innings, but boy, he's not the sort of player you want to give a second chance to, and he really does cash in. And I don't think he's finished yet. He looks to me to be in a very determined frame of mind.
Yes. And that'll be 50. Hussey, so a very important one for Australia.
So non-fussed. Just gets on with the job. Great belief in his abilities.
There it is. It's the shot I like to see from Mike Hussey. Through the covers, all the way to the boundary. 3 for 195.
Yes.
Through it goes again. Same line, same shot, same result.
200 comes up for Australia.
He is superb there. I think that's just great to watch. Him hitting that cover drive. This time it's off the spinner, against the spin, got the same result. Helps it on its way, all the way to the boundary.
I haven't got a good enough grip of the English language to keep the superlatives up for Ricky Ponting. Wow. Just in position so quickly, it was going nowhere else, right off the centre. Seeing the ball so well.
Ponting on strike. Bang. Through it goes. Great use of the feet. Welcome back, Mark Nicholas.
Great statement of intent too. That's exactly how Peterson would treat his own bowling.
Nice leg glance to look for 3. Hussey quick between the wickets. Gonna be close, very close, too high the throw. That would have been very close. He's asking for the third umpire. Over the bails, that could have been out. It was just a fraction too high the throw.
Well, he's a risky guy to run to. James Anderson's got a good flat arm. We saw him effect a run out in Brisbane. And you're right, there's only a yard in it. Direction-wise, the throw was perfect. Oh, dear me. He must just be safe. He's so quick. Is he safe? Oh, heck. It's one of those in-between the frame jobs, Bill.
Safe, I think, over the bails. Plum. See, he's got to drag it down. Here he comes. Good angle. Where's the bails? Going. Oh, dear. How do you know? His gloves again. His gloves are in the road again. The throw only had to be a foot lower, and he was gone. It's a good take. There goes the button. Not out. Good decision. Fair decision. Very, very close. It's pulled away. There's 3 men out there, and he finds the gap. It just cannot drop short to Ricky Ponting on this pitch and get it waist high. If you're going to bowl him a bouncer, bowl him a bouncer. But he's the best puller in the world. He's probably the best hooker as well.
I'll tell you what, given there's 3 guys between deep square leg and a squarish long leg, because there's a deep backward square leg as well, you get an idea of Ponting's control, that he can pick the gap. I mean, he hits it so hard. That's called controlling your game and the opposition's.
It's called a lollipop as well.
That's a very good shot. Good short that time, and thrashed through the offside. That's out. That's caught behind. The new ball has worked. Up goes the finger. Ponting wasn't going. He hit the cover off the thing. He stood there, waited, and then that deadly finger that comes in the form of umpire Cootsen's finger. Slowly but surely up she came, and that was the end of that.
I think he was going. He didn't even, I don't think he was looking at Cootsen, but he was looking at the ground and muttering something that we couldn't put across on a family program. And the breakthrough has come for England. Just did enough to find the outside edge. That'll show on hotspot. And it's 142 for Ricky Ponting.
Clark off the mark straight away. What a way to open the account. Just worked across the line, didn't try and hit it too hard. Element of risk when you're coming across early in an innings, but timed it perfectly.
Yes, offline, slightly offline. He did take it from off the stumps, perhaps off leg stump. And that's well played into the gap and for 4. Trying to get him to drive because searching for an outside edge, and of course that can result in the ball being driven right off the middle of the bat, as it was then, right into the gap for 4.
A great shot off the back foot. It's a fraction short and superbly plays. Good touch, Michael Clark, taking on the new ball on both the off and on side. Well bowled, beautiful shot, perfect off drive, swung into the middle of the bat, placed it superbly, running down the hill, and that's saved. They should run 4. No, they don't.
That's a pretty good effort from the skipper. He's a big man, but he's pretty agile. Then he's put in a big throw. Hussey is classical through the offside, whether it be the cover drive or the off drive. That's a good effort from the skipper.
Yeah, why wouldn't you play your guts out for this bloke? Unbelievable effort.
Oh, he's got him! Got the inside edge onto the stumps. Hung out again. He's the hero for England. Very big wicket. Changed his mind, Michael Hussey. Hussey. He's going to let it go. Didn't get the bat in the road. Jagged it back onto the stumps. Big wicket.
Once again, it's perseverance from Hoggard that's done it. Excellent bowling. And Bill Lawry quite right. He was thinking about letting it go, but because the line was so good, the length was so good, he just wasn't 100% certain about it. And Hoggard really has been the star for England. It's 5 for 286.
Oh, and did he touch it? Well, it sounded woody, and the glove was in the vicinity. 4 runs signalled. It'll be interesting to see how far away the glove was here. The wicketkeeper's glove, that is. 4 runs have been signalled. Let's see.
He's definitely got glove of bat on. It was off the face of the bat. Where's Jones? Oh, a couple of inches. It was a good job. He moved pretty well, but now Jones is thinking, why didn't I move just a tad quicker?
What's it like, you two, to have short, stubby little arms like this? It's got to be a big advantage to have nice, long, lanky arms. Always flayed that one through the offside field, and that's hit the fence almost before the fieldsman landed. Yeah, that's much better. That is exactly what Mark Taylor was talking about, meeting the ball with the face of the bat.
At the end of day 3, Australia were 5 for 312, still 239 runs behind, but great batting witnessed by Ricky Ponting and Mike Hussey. But Richie, it was a bit of a streaky 100 from Ricky Ponting.
Well, I've seen Ricky play better, but not in the circumstances of such a big total they were chasing. And I think he did a good job. He was lucky when Giles put down that chance, but he had very good support from Hussey. I think Giles's drop might be one of the more critical ones in Ashes history.
Well, it would have taken Australia from 3 for 79 to 4 for 79, so a big let-off for Ponting and Australia, but a lot of batting required still.
A lot of work to do, but the way they're going at the moment, they'll sleep quite well tonight.
Hoggard has been bowling well also. Well, that was the end of day 3. Let's have a look at day 4.
That's what he's looking for. Something short, Gilchrist. You just cannot bowl there to Gilchrist. That's through. Not quite where he intended it, but the result's good. Oh, superb. Gilchrist at his best. Just over pitched. Hits the ball so crisply.
He must be very annoying to bowl to and play against, Adam Gilchrist. You get him playing and missing, and then suddenly the next one, bang, it hits the middle. Goes for 4, goes for 6.
Oh, and again, that's even better. That wasn't a half volley. That's just a superb shot.
It's brought about a change in the field. Another man has come. He's now being sent out onto the boundary where those 2 balls went.
Oh, that's hit him. Oh, that's got him. And that's been hit very hard too. Alistair Cook's the man in there. I think it's got him in the helmet. It's a nasty one, that. It's just a tad short from Giles, and it was hit extremely firmly by Gilchrist. He's up straight away, which is a good sign.
Well, it certainly sounded like it was coming right out of the middle of the bat.
I think the ball actually got almost caught up in the helmet as well. It's got him on around about the ear. So that is the good news. He's standing up though and seems to be okay.
Fine shot. That's Gilchrist at his best. That could go all the way. The outfield's not fast. Oh, great shot, hitting against spin. Just pushed it through cover. Oh, that's good running and not great fielding. If he's home, he's home. 50 for Gilchrist.
Well, he might just be getting the monkey off his back. It isn't a secret that England had him during the Ashes summer in England. He might want a bit of revenge.
Oh, what a shot. Great use of the feet through wide cover. Adam Gilchrist at his best, and all of a sudden the crowd are alive. Great entertainer. 10 off the over, 5 for 370. Oh, too straight. He's put him away. Look out for 100 before one from Gilchrist. In this sort of form, you just cannot bowl on the pads with that field.
Yep. Go.
Another 50 for Clark, 2 on the trot. He's very professional innings, this one. In control. Last night he played well against the newborn this morning. Came in at 4 for 257. And there he goes. Had a bit of go at it. Crashes into the fence. Great shot. Great batting.
And not a great place to be fielding if you're Alistair Cook. I might just be looking at the skipper and saying, oh, are you sure you need me here? Oh.
That's rubbish. Rubbish bowling, isn't it?
There he goes. There's a guy and he could be out. He doesn't get clear of the fence, so Giles gets the big wicket. He was looking for the chapel stands. Didn't quite get the middle of the bat. Big wicket for England.
Big relief for England. Sparkly performance to set up the day by Adam Gilchrist. And a wicket that sets up the match for England.
Just got the length a bit better. It wasn't right up there. Gilchrist had to wait, had to stay down and wait for it a bit longer, then mistimed it. The chapel stands were in his sights, but Ian Bell was in the way. 6 for 384.
He's off the mark. 7 off the over. Great cover drive. Warren goes to 4. 6 for 391.
That's a nice drive. And it'll go all the way for 4-2. Very well played. He's got that one away nicely, and that's for 4. Right, well, he's hit that one right in the middle of the bat. And just paused in the middle of the pitch, trying to make eye contact with Peterson, but he's already swung around and was heading back to where his marker was.
Very clever. He loves to do that, does Warren. He likes to stay leg side and get the uppercut going.
So they're the all-rounders, and Shane Warner's popped into number 6 there. And Richard Hadley actually is 5th, so he's just popped off. Sorry about that, Battles. So there we are, 3,000 runs and so many wickets, 690 wickets. And have a look at that reverse swing, and what a good shot. Swinging back in, but beautifully executed cover drive into the gap for 4.
Great shot. That'll be 4 maybe. Goes to 98 with a glorious cover drive. Well played onto the front foot this time, through the gap. Racing through the 90s, he's moved to 98. Well played. Third Test 100. Second in Australia. First 119 Test matches, so it's a big moment for this young man.
Oh, he's got that down to fine to third man for 4. Well, he doesn't like the shot he played, but that brings up the 500. Oh, that's got to be close. Yes, he's got him. Shane Warne has given LBW. He doesn't like it. He's standing there. Well, he doesn't like it probably more than anything because he's been given out LBW just before the tea break. He came forward. He's not happy. There was a little bit of movement in. The ball sort of slid in the air a little bit. Did he get outside the line?
Well, the line looks pretty good. It certainly dipped in a long way. And once again, as Ian Healy just said, he looks the most likely, isn't he, Matthew Hoggart, and eventually gets his 5-wicket haul, and that's really well deserved for Matthew Hoggart. Shane Warne's not happy, but he departs for a very useful 43, 7 for 502.
Oh, that's gone. Oh, was it lazy in the end? Did Michael Clarke made a decision that I'm going to get on with it and get some quick runs? Unfortunately, it's failed for he. He's out for 124. He's Hoggart's 6th victim in this innings.
Well, that's been the thing that he's eradicated in this innings, hitting the ball in the air or trying to hit the ball in the air through the field, hitting him at catchable height. But finally, he succumbed. And once again, Matthew Hoggart has struck for England. He's done a tremendous job. Great century from Michael Clarke. Australia 8 for 505. Terrific bowling performance by Matthew Hoggart and centuries from Ponting and Michael Clarke. That's been the highlights of this innings.
Wow. He's gone from 6 to 7. Brilliant work from Matthew Hoggart. Not a lone hand, but a mighty good one so far.
Well, Stewie Clarke, he doesn't look like a player who bothers too much with defensive shots. That was a pretty aggressive one, but just enough in swing to beat the bat.
7 wickets in the innings now to Matthew Hoggart.
The stump is removed, the leg stump removed, and Australia are now 9 for 507.
Vintage McGrath.
See, that's why he was looking down to backward square leg. He knew where he was going to get off the mark.
Oh, that's out. No trouble at all. Huge outside edge and the end of the innings. Well, at last it's come to an end. Both England and Australia have gone past 500. And, well, isn't he a hero? Hoggart's the man who's done it all. 7 for 109. This wicket, the big edge there from Anderson, the bowler, 21.3 overs, 1 for 85. Big edge, that one. And taken nice and low, the end of Glenn McGrath.
So Hoggart walks off with figures of 7 for 109 from 42 overs. A huge effort from him. And Richie, 5 of those wickets were top order batsmen.
Yeah, he revels in that sort of situation. He's moving the ball a bit off the seam and in the air, bowling a good length, lovely change of pace and good leg cutters. I thought it was a top performance.
So England now had to bat for 19 overs to finish day 4, and it seemed this second test match was drifting out to a draw. But Shane Warne got an early opportunity, and Richie, he was turning them a mile.
Yeah, Stuart Clarke picked up the wicket of Alistair Cook, and Shane Warne bowling from the cathedral end. The breeze had changed, and I thought he showed signs there that it could be very, very dangerous on the last day.
The Australian scorecard at the end of day 4, the standout without a doubt Michael Clarke, who has now secured a spot in this Australian team with a magnificent 124 runs. England 1 for 59, and they lead Australia by 97 runs. Going into day 5, Richie, what should England's tactics be?
Well, they should bat as they did yesterday evening. The only way they can get themselves into trouble is if they get tied down. And the worst thing they could do would be allow the Australian bowlers to climb all over them in the first hour of play.
Let's pick up the action now for the final day's play.
Good shot, used the feet, got to the full pitch. Not quite off the middle of the bat.
It's not a bad way to play, Shane Warne. Once you've got your confidence at the crease, you feel your feet are moving, that if that odd one that he does slow down and push up into the air, really big flight, if you use your feet quickly, you'll get that opportunity to flicker fully through the mid-wicket area. And Bell on this occasion didn't quite time it, but it was nicely played.
Almost beautifully bowled, drew him into the drive. Strauss not playing down the right line. We've seen Hayden, Cook, now Strauss almost committing suicide.
Well, it's 2 in a row from Strauss, and that ball shaping away. Terrific bowling. The previous over, the last ball, was almost exactly the same. Just left him through the air slightly.
Oh, and well, did it carry and was it bat? I think it might have been bat. Not too sure that it carried. It's 1 for 69.
Yes.
Oh yes, they're holding it up, and I don't. Oh yes, he's given him. Oh, and he didn't hit that. Well, the replay will tell us. It just seemed to me that the reaction there of the batsman was such that he didn't hit it. There were obviously 2 noises. I didn't think the appeal was that convincing anyhow. Let's have a look.
Well, he's certainly beaten in the flight by Shane Warne. Misses the bat there, straight up in the air. I think he probably hit himself on the pad. I think you're right, Tony. There have been a couple of noises, but I'm not sure that one of them was an inside edge. So Strauss, although he's beaten in the air, was probably a little unlucky to be departing. That's the wicket that Warne and Australia wanted. England now 2 for 69. Well, Shane Warne, that's the one he's looking for, though. And I think he'd be much more understanding of the ball flying through between keeper and first step if the batsman's playing a big drive. If you bowl something like this and it gets the edge, he wants it going to hand. He wants it going to either keeper or to first step. He doesn't want landing short. So I think he'd be much more comfortable to see Matthew Hayden where he is now, looking for that defensive shot off the outside edge.
With that very good ball, 2 balls ago, Warne got past the outside edge of Bell's bat. I got a feeling that Bell picked it, very easy to do, picked it as the overspinner. It's got a lot of top spin on it and a lot of bounce.
Down.
Oh, and he's got him. It's a run out. Well, Clark picked that up, got rid of it in a hurry, and it was good work too by Gilchrist. Gilchrist picked it up and fired it down the other end. Warne took it cleanly, but it was quite a long way from the stumps, and he hit the stumps, no trouble. Let's have a look.
Well, having Michael Clark, the left-hander, was an advantage. He did well, and then Warne did well. And I think Warne's pressure led to that as well. So a big wicket for Australia to back up the one they took of Strauss. Bell's gone now as well. England 3 for 70.
Well, we've seen, we saw a very close call. Ponting came very close to affecting a run out coming across from mid-wicket when England batted in the first innings. It was a oops, what's he done?
Cook gone yesterday, Bell just run out. About the worst way to get out in a situation of this kind, any situation for that matter.
A huge blow. That was the full one into the rough, and he's bowled him around his legs.
I just wonder if that hamstring strain that Kevin Peterson got brought about that sort of shot. It's actually hit off stump. Shane Warne's drifted it down the leg side. Peterson normally would stand up and hit that ball through mid-on. Goes for the sweep and is bowled around his legs. Warne is now on fire. He's got 2. England are now 4 for 73.
And this hits off stump.
There's an element of misfortune there to spin so far, so sharply, and just clip off stump, having been bowled around your legs. It's an unbelievable delivery, and history suggests this man can't be stopped.
And the extra bounce will excite Warne. It might be a slow pitch, but we're watching a master at work. It was, and it was well handled by Strauss, actually. Could easily have lost his rag, given he'd played well after a difficult start to the series. He's got a good temperament.
What about Matty Hayden there? Have a look at Matt Hayden at first slip with 2 hats on and no enthusiasm at all. He is not happy to see Strauss get given there.
Flintoff was able to resist most of them, but not that one. In the end, the big fella wanted back on ball.
Well, that's what happens with tentative batting. He was very tentative at the crease, Andrew Flintoff. He wasn't looking to keep the scoreboard ticking over. A couple of balls before, he had a bit of a waft outside off stump. On that occasion, it was a half-hearted sort of drive, and he's gone. England are 5 for 77.
Better shot, positive shot. Could be the first boundary. It is. Oh, big cheer from the Barmy Army, much needed by Paul Collingwood. Quickly onto the back foot, punched it through mid-wicket.
Safe and full.
Nothing much went right for the English before lunch.
Then first ball from Brett Lee after lunch, straight through second slip. I'm not really sure why Australia have got 2 back for the hook. I reckon he's a wasted man at this stage.
Got him! Good sharp catch. Geraint Jones has gone now. Matty Hayden has taken the catch in the gully. Brett Lee has another wicket. England have a problem, a really big problem.
That is a superb catch from Matthew Hayden. It's not the greatest shot, to be fair, but that's gone quickly to his right. He's taken it 2 hands and kept his balance. That is a brilliant catch. He wouldn't have had a lot of time to see that. That's the sort of catch that can win your match. Brilliant from Hayden. Jones is now gone. 6 for 94.
Oh, how good's that? There isn't a safe leave against this bloke, particularly from a line leg stump and outside. This is close. Oh.
Well, Shane Warne can't believe it missed, and I'm not sure we can up here either. It was a very similar line to the one that bowled Peterson. Just hit the wrong bit of rough.
Winner. What a ball. Hayden the catcher again. Hayden's good in those areas. Warne is a master.
Well, that's just an awesome over. Finished off with a wicket of Ashley Giles, but the one that nearly bowled him around his legs, followed up by this one. The one that maybe a fraction shorter, fraction quicker, rips across him, catches the edge of the bat, and Hayden does the rest at first slip. That is just about unplayable when Warne bowls this well. Giles has gone for a duck. 7 for 97 England.
Well, that's the other one, and it's hit the outside edge, and it goes running away down towards the boundary at third man. And will go... No, it won't. Warren picks it up and in comes the throw. Got him. Clean bowled him. Well, there we are. He's tempted, and it looked to me as if that was a wrong one. He tossed it up in the air. He was trying to play a big booming drive through the offside field, and that is the end of Hoggart. Warren has got him.
Well, he's bowled a couple of his big variations this over. He attempted the flipper, it didn't work, and the wrong, and you don't see too many from Shane Warne. Brings about an inside edge, and the 8th English wicket. Hoggart for 4, and Shane Warne on fire here at Adelaide Oval. It's 8 for 105.
Oh, safe, valuable runs too. Should get 3. Collingwood back on strike, who's once again doing a good job. He's been slow, but he's still there.
Well, Harmison, I think, has got an important job here because he is a bit of a hitter and he's not a bad hitter. And if they bring the field up for him, it's hard for Collingwood to hit boundaries, but I think Harmison needs to have a bit of a dash. I think, I mean, if Australia's chasing 160, 170 here, if England had Warne in their attack, you'd say it's about a 50-50 bet. But Giles is not going to create the confusion in the minds of the Australian batsmen that Warne did.
There's not a shot. Chance is given in. He's got him. Wow, big wicket. Has to hit the stumps, has to come back enough. Harmison not offering the shot. Gives the umpire every chance to give you out.
Well, the first couple from Glenn McGrath swung away and starting fairly wide of off stump. Harmison probably hoping that it was another one that was going to swing away, but I think you'll find that it was on the way back into Harmison.
We now know why he was covering up the ball. The end of Steve Harmison for 8. England 9 for 119.
And an edge, and oh, it's dropped. Sure, there's an edge there. Gilchrist's glove, and then Hayden's arm.
Was he... was it off his arm or...?
Warren, you're a genius. He changes his line straight away. Gets it outside off. Still gets the shot played by Collingwood. Hits Gilchrist's gloves. Hits Hayden's arm. Goes down.
Oh, there's a shout this time. He's got him this time. Round the wicket has worked. The in-swinger. Hits Anderson on the pads. Rudy Kirkson's got the finger up. That's what Australia needed. England have been bowled out here.
Well, to be bowled out for 129, given you've scored 551 declared in the first innings, is absolutely astonishing. And Richie, we could not see this coming.
1 for 59 at the start, and Shane Warne turned the game on its ear. That is one of the greatest bowling performances I've ever seen in any Test match, not just in an Ashes battle.
So, Richie, where did they go wrong?
Their problem was that they didn't bat as they had done the previous evening when they were 1 for 59. They allowed themselves to be put under the thumb by Warne, who turned in what I thought was one of the greatest bowling performances I've ever seen in any Test match, not just in an Ashes battle.
Well, England didn't score their first boundary until they were 84 runs, so it highlights what you're saying.
Yeah, they allowed Warne to put the pressure on, and they had no way of getting out of it, and they just disintegrated.
The other thing now is Australia need 168 runs off 36 overs. We're down to a one-day game.
Well, it's sort of a one-day game, but there are a couple of little aspects to it. First of all, no one is ever going to bowl out Australia in 36 overs, so you can take one possible result out of the equation. And it's just a question of what England's bowlers will be able to do. And don't forget, reverse swing won't come into it. We saw Lee and Clark and McGrath bowl beautifully with reverse swing. Won't be a chance because that doesn't start until about the 45th or 50th over.
Amazing happenings on day 5. Let's join the Australian innings and they're very much in the aggressive mode.
Langer goes, bangs. One day game, that's 4. Well played.
Right across the line as well. I mean, that does signal the intention of the Australians. He has really given that some pummel over the top of wide Manon.
One day game, I think it's a 2020. Look at this, it does come onto the bat beautifully. Just stand and deliver. Find the gap and go.
It'll be very difficult to bowl Australia at 36 overs, but they can certainly get these runs. And Langer unselfishly hitting across the line went bang. It's just a fraction too short from Hoggard. Wow, what a start. Don is a man at beat point, just a single, but it's a good start. They only need 4.6 runs per over. Hoggard. Oh, miss hit. It hits the stumps and it goes for 4, does it? Wow. Lunged at it. Big chase is on. Big home. He's coming hard. Oh, good effort. Did he? Well done. Third umpire will probably have a look at that.
Oh, boy, is this a signal?
They need wickets. I thought it hit the stumps too. Hit the footmarks. Well done, Steve Harmison.
13 runs from 2 overs, and have you told the openers you only need 4.6 runs per over?
No, look, the boys know what to do. We're quietly confident there. There's a pretty good mood in the change room.
You've given them a great chance today, though. It must be satisfying for you that, you know, here you are at 37 years old, you can still bowl like that, 27 overs unchanged.
Yeah, just to back up the 53 in the first. Lucky I'm an elite athlete and look after myself so much. Oh, look, it was good to get through. I think the Quicks did a great job too. They bowled some long spells. Brett Lee bowled a long spell. Stewie Clark this morning set the tone as well. They just gave them no runs. And I think this morning their attitude looked like just to survive. And I think that sort of got us upbeat and sort of allowed us to sort of get a bit all over them.
Did you really believe this morning, though, that you could win?
I think we sort of all thought, well, if we get 2 or 3 in a row, we might just put them under pressure. And I think we wanted to get a few of them out and actually bowl them out, whether it took us all day to do that. But just to let them know that, hang on, we're still about here and we still believe we can get you out.
At what stage, though, did you really think, hey, we're a chance of winning this game? Was it the Peterson wicket?
I think the run out as well. You know, those run outs, it's like a needless thing to lose a wicket. And suddenly that gave us a bit of momentum. Peterson out straight away. That got us, I think we got a lot of momentum then. And that allowed us to really sort of turn the screws and just every ball was a hand grenade from either the Quick or myself, I suppose.
How's the body feeling after that?
Yeah, I'm knackered.
And the finger?
Yeah, look, it's all a bit sore, but I think when the adrenaline that's going and just the momentum and what's at stake, to go 2-0 up in the series is a huge effort from our guys. So, look, we all busted we tried really hard. I was about to swear twice then. We just tried really hard and we got ourselves in a situation where we hopefully can win the game.
Hoggard continuing. Yes. Not trying to be negative in any way, though. Disappointed you didn't get that 5th wicket because, geez, you bowled well today.
Oh, yeah, but at the end of the day, I was getting pretty tired, so I think I just wanted that last wicket, anyone to get it at that stage. But it would have been nice to get 5. But at the end of the day, look, I was really happy for Glenn McGrath too. I thought he waited a long time for a bowl, got his chance and did the job like a true champion.
And what about the tactics for Australia? 36 overs, 4.6 runs per over. Is it try and get as many with this new ball?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be block them. I think it depends on what fields they say. I think they're going to be pretty defensive and try and protect the boundaries, which will open up a lot of 1s, hopefully push some 2s and hit the bad ball when it comes along. But it's to be nice and aggressive.
Yeah! Oh, he's got him. That's caught in the gully. Well, Justin Langer is the man out right off the middle of the bat. Aggressive nature of Justin Langer. Unfortunately, on that occasion, he steered it straight to gully and a pretty good catch taken. I reckon Justin Langer will find that he's come right out of the middle of the bat. He's got a bit of width. He's hit this is forward. He's got 4 all over it. Apart from a brilliant catch. And England, a first little sniff. That's obviously not part of the game plan, Morty.
No, definitely not. Justin and Matthew are a real good partnership. They can set the tone early. But, the guy we've got coming in, Ricky Ponting's in pretty good touch. Best player in the world. His stage right now. These will hopefully go all the way.
Okay, mate, thanks for your time. Just quickly, do you want to have a bat today or not?
Do I want a bat? No way. I was sitting to have toasted sandwiches and a Coke.
Mate, thanks for your time. Well bowled today. Back to you, boys.
It's through. Anderson the chaser, I'll get it loose. It may go all the way. It's gaining momentum. It's going. It's got there. Handy. Well, bad ball. He's put it away beautifully. He just cannot afford to bowl. He's bowling too straight to Ricky Ponting. He moves across to off stump and worked that beautifully. Bang! What a shot. Magnificent shot through mid-wicket. The pressure right on England now.
That is a wonderful shot. How can this guy not be playing one-day international cricket for Australia? You see a shot like this, this is just unbelievable. Just watch this. Flintoff, down the wicket he goes, and oh boy.
He's got to come over the wicket. Just can't understand why he's bowling around the wicket to him. Push it wide across his body. That's a great shot. Strong man. In fact, now Flintoff going over the wicket to Matthew Hayden. In the air, should be out. Mid-wicket coming around, got to catch it for England. He does. He does. It's 2 for 33. Collingwood, good old Collingwood forever. Well caught.
What a player. He does it with the bat, and this was up there for a long time. He tried to get rid of his cap as well, and it seemed to get stuck on his head. And he hovered under the ball, stayed there, and then took a very, very important wicket. Just watch this now. Let's just see exactly how long it's up there for. Up she goes. He's hovering around. There's a bit of wind. Look, he tries to get his hand off. It won't go. It's got stuck. There he goes. And, oh boy, well taken. Beautifully taken.
In the end, wasn't it? It was all tension. Hayden's gone. It was well bowled. Different angle. It's 2 for 33.
That's clever. Very clever work. Very hard to set a field for that stroke. Again, based on the length of the ball. It's 2 for 57.
Oh, great shot. The weight cut. We haven't seen many of them in this match. Perfection, whip. It's going. They're running hard. Good comeback for 4, Roy. Happy with 3.
A smart cricketer.
Oh, glorious. Superb over for Australia. 2 magnificent late cuts. One from Hussey now, one from Ricky Ponting. It goes all the way. He gave him the width, but it was too short. Sweeps. And sweeps brilliantly. Split the 2 fieldsmen. How good is that?
Great shot. That is a magnificent cover drive. Not much of a gap in that area. On the up. Just wide of the left hand of mid-off. Beautifully played.
Well, this is why he's the best player in the world in both forms of the game. He's in one-day mode now, but it's still so controlled. He's not looking to go aerial. It's right along the turf with the greatest of ease. That is a perfect cover drive.
Owen Days missed it. It was in the air for a little while, didn't quite carry. Harmison has got to go after it all the way down to the boundary. And they'll run 4.
It's the 100 up for the Aussies. 2 for 100.
Oh boy, and these guys are playing so well too. That is a magnificent shot again from Ponting down the wicket and hitting the ball on the offside, despite the fact that it's spinning in that direction.
Well, I think if you're at home and you're watching and you want to learn something about batting, just watch the use of the feet. The way he was able to open himself up, create the gap, or create that hitting zone over extra cover. Brilliant.
And he's got it. He's hit it straight to extra cover. Well, they needed that one desperately. That might just make a little bit of a difference. Strauss is in there on the drive. Ponting has been chipping away. He's been putting the ball in the air. And that time, unfortunately, he's found the fieldsman. Strauss has taken the catch. And Giles has got himself a wicket.
The bat just turned in his hand as he made impact with the ball. And that's why the catch was presented. He'd been playing that shot so well. Fantastic innings comes to an end. It's 49 to the skipper. And Australia is 3 for 116.
Damien Martin's gone. Bang! Straight down the ground. Glorious stroke. Right off the meat of the bat. There go the Seagulls. There goes Damien Martin. 5.
Third ball at the crease. Everyone's found it very difficult to loft down the ground, but maybe Marto's found a way. Flintoff back into the attack. And the ball disappears.
Somebody's transported a different pitch in here when Australia are batted. You wouldn't think it's the same pitch.
Running out of his crease, Damien Martin. This is a slip in. It's got him! Got straight down his throat. Damien Martin went for the square cut and went straight to Starsett. Short gully or third or fourth slip, who cares? It's a great catch. It's 4 for 121.
Damien Martin taking a few liberties there with Flintoff. And he's hit it straight to the man at third slip, Andrew Strauss. So maybe there's a little bit of life left in the England team yet. It's 4 for 121.
Oh, good shot. Makes the shackles at the park. They're fast between the wickets. Pick up 3. Over bowled. 4 for 128. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Unbelievable.
Seven off it. 5 dots to start, then a 3, turned into a 7. Gifting it away.
Well, it was a stupid throw. There was absolutely not necessary for Peterson to fire that. But then I think the keeper tries to stop it with his pads rather than the gloves. And good night, nurse. But the bloke you've got to blame is Peterson. It was a stupid throw and an unnecessary throw.
Sweeps. Oh, did he hit that well? Crashes in the fence between backward square leg and mid-wicket. Superb stroke play.
There have been times today where Hussey has treated Giles Bowling with contempt. He's already reverse swept a couple of times, and traditional sweeps, he's hit 3 of those that have absolutely crashed into the boundary, bisecting 2 fielders out there.
Yes! Oh, how good was that? Magnificently placed off the full face of the bat. Soft hands, boundary.
Well, the Australians have had the nerve to try things with the bat, and that's what England didn't have this morning. A positive approach. They've come out with intent. Michael Hussey, always a positive player.
He's on 48. Oh, he gets maybe runs, but wait for the call. This would be his 50 if it's runs. He'll pick up 3. Wait for the call, maybe leg buys. Runs, magnificent half-century. Having a golden year. What a fine cricketer. He's happy.
Well, the ground stands to him, and there'll be Australians and English people alike.
8 runs to win. 6 wickets in hand. Oh, is it dropped? I think it was. I think it was inside edge. Wait for the call. Unfortunately for James Anderson and the keeper Jones, drop chance.
Well, he's had a few near misses in this innings, James Anderson, just when he needs things to go right for him. Late on it. Geraint Jones.
Oh, there he goes. What a shot. What a cricketer. Punches the air, so he should. Super cricket.
Well, that was almost a repeat of the first ball. Justin Langer banged one over mid-wicket just to set the table for Australia. And Hussey virtually finishing the game with a similar shot.
This will be one of the best victories we've seen in 30 years of television on Channel 9. 1 run to win. Seagulls are flying, saluting the Australians. There it is, wonderful victory, wonderful innings. There goes Michael Hussey. Listen to the crowd. What a moment for the Australian team. That man there, Paul Collingwood, what a match for him, but disappointment in the end. Australia just too good on the final day. Out-bowled them, out-batted them. A wonderful all-round team performance.
Yes, it's a match that shows you why you've got to play the full 5 days out, and you've got to play them with total concentration in the game of cricket. England played very, very well for 4 days. They just let up a little bit of concentration, and Australia nabbed them right in there as soon as England opened the door.
Yes, Warren's pressure, great support from all the other bowlers. It was just a magnificent effort by all the Australians today. Could have got 15 to 1 Australia to win this morning. And there he is, Michael Clarke, supporting Michael Hussey. 61 not out of 66. We'll go down to Ian Healy.
Yeah, there's pandemonium down here. And the boys have come over. Huss, when you came in, mate, there was plenty for you to do.
Oh, yeah, I was pretty nervous, to be honest. But the guys played well. 2 good partnerships. Ricky played really well. And Pup at the end was so cool. I was starting to get nervous at the end as well, and Pup calmed me down.
That's lucky. Defence early was a bit twitchy, but you got it all together.
Yeah, look, I had Huss at the other end, so I didn't have to do too much. My role was to try and stay with him. And look, Hunter batted outstanding again, and obviously Huss, you know, great knock today.
And Huss, it couldn't have been as easy as you made it look, mate. How good a form are you in?
Oh, I don't know, mate. Every day's a new day, and I bloody enjoyed it. I tell you, it was great fun, mate. Looks for me to see you.
Go and enjoy the boys, mate. Well, don't worry about the pandemonium. Have a look at the boys go. They are out of the blocks, out of that dressing room like you wouldn't believe. There's violence. There's actual violence down here.
What an amazing win to Australia. Their 8th in a row in 2006, their 9th in a row at Adelaide Oval. Ricky Ponting was man of the match. And Richie, just can't believe that it unravelled the way it did on day 5.
Well, there have been some great Ashes wins over the years by both countries, but I don't think there's ever been anything quite to match looking at 6 for 551 declared and then going on to victory. I'm not surprised Ponting and Warren think it was their greatest ever.
The turning point for me on the last day, I think, was probably the Peterson wicket, but the Ian Bell run out as well turned things in Australia's favour, I thought. What about you?
Yeah, I thought Peterson more than... the run-out was really a mix-up between Collingwood, who I don't think recognised it was the left-hander Michael Clarke skirting around to pick up the ball. And then Peterson was a triumph for Warren because he bowled around the wicket at him when he got none for plenty in the first innings. He came over the wicket, didn't bowl anything round the wicket in the second, and bowled that astonishing ball that started outside leg stump and flicked the outside of the off stump. Wonderful.
The Australian run chase was absolutely clinical, and the likes of Mike Hussey, Richie, has become a superb finisher.
He's a very good player, and he and Ricky Ponting knew what was required. It had turned into a one-day game. They shaped their tactics accordingly, whereas England just looked bewildered.
All the celebration in the Australian camp, there was a shock that came out of that, and it was Damien Martin announcing his retirement from all first-class cricket. Were you surprised?
Everyone looks in the mirror at some stage and makes a decision. He's one of the best players I've seen represent Australia in the past 15 years.
Well, it's been an absolute honour sitting next to you running through the Test match again.
Astonishing game and astonishing last day.
I hope you've enjoyed Amazing Adelaide.
Go for it. And that is an excellent 100.
Wonderful, wonderful, straight down the ground, it's gone. Paul Collingwood goes to 200 with a great shot. It's gone for 100. Got in, big wicket, beautifully bowled, the skipper.
Out. Jones has got the catch.
Got in, beautiful
is out. Oh, he's rubbed it. Oh, no.
There it is. Wonderful effort. 33 Test hundreds.
That's out. That's caught behind.
Oh, it's got him. Got the inside edge onto the stumps. Oh, no, again. He's the hero for England. First 119 Test matches, so it's a big moment for this young man.
Oh, yes, they're holding it up, but I don't know. Oh, he's got him. Oh, he's got him. He's got him. It's a run out. Oh, he's got him. He's bowled him. He's bowled him around the legs.
Oh, yes! What a cricketer!
Got him.
Oh, how good was that? There it is. Wonderful victory, wonderful innings. There goes Michael Hussey.
A phenomenal Australian performance.
You've been watching the 3 Mobile Ashes live on Channel 9's Wide World of Sports.